On that note, you have hired several people over the years, and that is, I think, companies' number one priority to focus on how to hire the best of the
Yeah.
best. What are some things that you look for when you are interviewing someone for either a low level job or a high executive job?
That's one of the hardest things today, isn't it? It's a market where it's very difficult to find the kind of people that we are and that we used to be very common, I think, in the workplace. Pursuing excellence, committed to doing a good job. Certainly you go to work every day, you show up, you understand that, you know, compassion is important, that caring about what you do is important. And so those are the things that I look for. And in the process of talking with people, suppose we've gotten through the initial checks. When I'm talking with people, I try to understand what their values are and see if there's an alignment of values. I've found in life that if you're very clear on your values, then you establish your priorities based on your values, and then your decisions line up with that. Doesn't mean decisions are easy, but they line up with that. So if you're talking with someone and you can tell that they don't value people, and if valuing people is important to you because you want people who rent from you to give you 5-star reviews because you cared enough to make sure they could access their Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, to put them under the tree on Christmas morning. So
Yeah.
I ask questions that force choice and priority. One example is if we operate with deadlines, and attention to detail is important. Tell me, how do you operate, and how do you manage those two? Like, if you're running out of time, which do you choose? And then their answer tells you what their value is. If their answer suggests that they would choose the detail over the deadline, but it's time to auction, you can't miss the auction deadline unless you start all over again. But if the detail is not adequately taken care of,
Yeah.
you may be auctioning against the law. So seeing how they answer a question like that tells you, how do they think? How do they make decisions? What would they choose? Is this a choice that would put my business in trouble legally? Is this a choice that would go well with the customers? Is this a choice that would give me 5 stars or 1 stars?